What's up everyone, my name is Anthony and in this video I'm going to be doing an overview of the markets and what I anticipate price action to be over the next couple of weeks as well. So before I get started, I just want to first apologize for the delay in getting this video out to you guys, as this past week has been quite busy, so I want to at least get an update video for you all, and I hope that this will give you all the information that you need to be prepared for what's to come in the markets over the next couple of weeks or so. So if this technical analysis benefits you in any way, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. And additionally, I also post frequent updates on the status of the markets as well as all of my trades in my Discord. So be sure to join that as well if you have not already done so already. The link to join is in the description below. So to start off, I just want to focus on SPY, which reflects the S&P 500 broader market index. And if we zoom in on price action a little bit here, so we notice that the past month or so has been pretty choppy, some up and down motion, and there's been some heavy market swings in either direction. And so one way to break this down over the price action that we've seen recently is as such here. So this can be a really complicated labeling in terms of Elliott wave theory, so I'm going to try to explain it as much as I can in this video. So when we zoom out a little bit over the price action that we've seen since the COVID run-up, the bull market run, we see that we're generally in an impulse structure. So in this fifth wave, you see right here in orange, we can further subdivide this into another impulse wave. So we see that we have a 1, 2 up, and then a 3 here, and then we're coming down for a 4, and then we're up for a 5. So right now we're just targeting that fifth wave structure as seen over here. So in terms of what we've seen previously over the past couple of weeks or so, let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. So we notice that we went down here really significantly, then up here, then down, up, down. So when you see this kind of price action, this sideways, pretty volatile trading, where we actually just end up going nowhere. So over here, this is April 16th-ish, and now we're at May 17th, so basically a month after, we're in the exact same location. The price is the exact same as it was a month ago, but we've had so much swings up and down. So when you see this, this is known as a complex correction. And in my past videos, I was also mentioning how we're in a complex correction, but it turns out that we actually did keep going. So also in my past video, I did mention how after we finish this WXY, we could keep going for another XZ. So if you look here in TradingView, this is known as the Elliott triple combo wave. And these are generally pretty rare. So this is where you come for a triple correction. So just to summarize what this means, after we finished this upside move, we had a corrective move for the W wave, so just an ABC, a simple correction, and then we tried to push upwards for an impulse wave, which is known as the X wave. So we tried to go up here for an impulse, and then we failed. So this X is known as a failed impulse wave, and then we came down for another correction known as the Y. So this is just a simple correction, like an ABC move, and then we came up once again to try for another impulsive wave, so this is another X, and we failed. As you can see here, we came all the way down, and this signifies the last phase of the correction known as the Z wave. So this is a W, X, Y, X, Z. And this is pretty uncommon in markets, but when you see this kind of price action, this is very indicative of that corrective stance. And if this technical analysis and this wave count is a little bit complicated, that's totally fine. We don't even have to look at that details. We can just say that this whole thing is a fourth wave, and now we're prepping to come up for a fifth wave over here, as I've labeled now. So in terms of the lines that I drew here, these are posted in my Discord, but if I break it down for you here, so right now what we're seeing is the start of an impulse wave. So we're pushing up for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're consolidating within this fourth wave. So I actually kind of drew this line early this morning before the trading day started, and I anticipated that we'd be trading a little bit of sideways action, and well, we got exactly that today. And I've been recommending not to get into any plays as of now because you don't want to trade this sideways price action. And instead, I'm looking for good opportunities to get in on calls on SPY because this is really good bullish momentum, as you can see here. It looks like it's getting ready for bullish momentum. And there is an alternate wave count that's like I would say around a 10% chance of happening. So if we do have this wave 4 down here, so just like how we had some complex corrections previously, we can similarly have a complex correction as well. So we can have a W down here, and then we're coming up for an X here, and then we're falling again for a Y. But that's in the case where we just can't break through some of these key levels here. But like I said, I do not see that happening. I think we've done enough correction, and I think we're ready for an impulse move to the upside. So in terms of SPY, I'm very bullish on the sector right now, and I'm definitely looking to post some signals on SPY calls in the near future. And one way you can do this is target the fifth wave upwards of this first wave of the impulsive move, and then you would sell here after you get this price target. So in terms of identifying price zones for where we can expect the upside to stop temporarily, we take the bottom of the first wave up to the top, and then we drag it down to the bottom of the fourth wave. And we get some price targets around here. So we see 425 to 421. So, and these make sense because they're kind of right around the levels of the all-time high. So we can probably expect price action to come up to these levels, like I've drawn here, and then kind of top out at the previous tops, and then retrace a little bit for the second wave. And this is where you want to buy in. You want to get in on this second wave, and then ride the whole third wave up for calls. And that's what I'm looking to do in the near future. And I'll definitely be posting those in my Discord for subscribers there. So in terms of the price action for SPY, like I said, I'm very bullish on the sector. And I know we've gotten some really complicated price action over the past few days, and we were able to place some puts on this downside, especially for stocks like PayPal, and that worked out pretty well. But for now, I'm switching out of puts and looking to get into calls. And for now, I'm switching to SPY because if I go to the triple Qs, which reflects the NASDAQ or the tech sector, it's a little bit more of a complicated wave structure, and it's not as clear to me exactly what's happening. But in terms of the wave count, so if I zoom in a lot, or if I zoom out a lot, we see that we have a similar structure to the SPY index, where we have a 1, 2, 3, and then this whole chunk of sideways price action, as you see over here. So we basically didn't end up going anywhere after this these few months of just consolidation. And because the triple Qs is generally less bullish than the SPY, as you can see from the price action, we haven't really gone anywhere. And we've actually gone a little bit down since this peak right here. So I am not playing calls on triple Qs, and that's why I'm playing calls on SPY. And in terms of wave counts, so we can actually dissect this. Over here, I've marked the top of the bull market run right here as the 5. And if we look at this price action here, we can kind of see another complex correction forming. So we see a W down, and then an X up, and then a Y down. And the reason why these are pretty clearly failed impulsive waves is that you see here, so after we had a correction, so an ABC, we tried to come up for an impulsive wave in an ABC structure, so an A, B, C, and we didn't end up getting that fifth wave push to the upside. So this is known as just a failed impulse wave, and then we came down crashing. And now we're sitting around these levels. So what we anticipate happening possibly here, so after this Y wave, we've completed this downside move because we had a very clear ABC pattern, and I can actually zoom in more on that price action right here. So as you know, an ABC is a corrective sequence, and we can kind of subdivide this price action into some substructures. So if we look at the C wave specifically, we see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very clear impulse wave that forms the C wave. So we know we've bottomed out here, and now we're just looking to kind of weakly push to the upside. And like I said in SPY, where we had this complex correction right here, so a WXYXZ, we could possibly be getting that exact same thing on the triple Qs. But so if I draw that out here, we take our triple combo. So we have a W, X, Y, and then with the SPY bullishness, we could push upwards for an X, and then back down for a Z. So we could see this kind of price action. So we push upwards to here, and then we come back down for a Z. And then at this point, I think we'll be starting around in the bear markets, and that's what I wanted to also talk about for SPY. So in terms of triple Qs, I do not want to play anything on the stock right now or this sector because it's very sideways and consolidative, so it's not really that very profitable play. I prefer trading the SPY. And for those of you interested in puts, after this major upside, so this fifth wave to the upside, we can definitely see the top of the bull market finally being into place, and then will come coming down for the bear market of I predict that it's going to happen around July/August, that summer area, and then we'll be having maybe a year or so of just red. So like you saw here, we've had just constant increase overall, and we've never actually seen this just constant decrease. But after this last push to the upside, we're going to definitely see some kind of bearish momentum coming into the markets. But for now, we can definitely keep pushing this move to the upside. And in terms of just supporting this analysis, we can look at the VIX, which is the volatility. And for those of you who don't know, when the VIX goes up, the stock market goes down generally, and when this index goes up, when this index goes down, the stock market goes up. So yeah, they're inversely proportional. So if we look at recent price action, we see that we came up here for that for a pretty big spike, and now we're just retracing that move. And if we look generally over some key support levels and resistances, we see that there's a level of resistance at 16, or around 16.6, and then this bottom level at 11.8. So in terms of price action, I expect us to kind of fall through these zones right here, and once we hit this 11.8 zone, that's when I think the signal for the bear markets will start to hit, because this is very strong support. As you can see here, we've had a lot of touches here, and when we come down to this area after the upside in these indexes, then this will likely coincide with that bear market drop. So just in terms of the VIX, it's supporting most of the analysis over here. So that's just to keep an eye out for. And in terms of specific stocks, I mentioned AstraZeneca in my past video, and this is my go-to pick in terms of safety and stability with all of this consolidation and volatility in the markets. And we've gotten pretty good upside. So I put out a recommendation in my Discord channel for this stock, and so far it has seen pretty good upside given the recent volatility in the markets. So it's sitting at around 55.8 as of now, and we're looking to keep going for that upside. So we're looking to target that wave 3, and that should go very well with the anticipated bullishness in the S&P 500. So same predictions as I've mentioned in the past video, and in my Discord, we're still bullish on the stock, and it looks good to go. So next on the list is Bitcoin. So I actually wanted to talk about this because I had some volatility over the past few days or so with all the Elon Musk tweets. So this line I drew here was actually from a couple of videos ago, and I haven't changed it ever since. If you want to verify that, you can just go back to that video and check where I talk about Bitcoin. And I also posted this in my Discord as well, and I haven't changed any of the lines. And so far, it's actually followed pretty much exactly what I drew over here as the price action. So we are getting that wave 4 consolidation phase over here. No clear direction. It's just kind of up and down, up and down. And I anticipate that we'll keep seeing this consolidation in Bitcoin for this cryptocurrency in general. And so I wouldn't recommend buying, but I wouldn't recommend selling either. I would just kind of hold on to it as we kind of trade sideways. In terms of prediction in the future, I do see us coming up for a final push for the 5th wave later in the year, but not anytime soon. So for now, Bitcoin is just, I'm pretty neutral about it. It's just going to consolidate here. And so far, it's done exactly what I expected. So that's just going to be an update on Bitcoin in general. And for now, I really want to focus on the S&P 500, which I will definitely be posting trades on in my Discord. And I'm really looking to get in on 2 major buying opportunities. So the first one could be just getting in on this wave 4 bottom and then selling on this top right here. And we have some very clear take profit zones at 422-ish, that area, 421, and some buy levels right here. And another buy zone that is definitely a lot better in terms of risk to reward is this wave 2 bottom right here. So if I draw it right here, I really want to get into SPY calls right here and then ride that wave up for the 3rd wave. And by this time where we see this wave 2 bottom, we will definitely have confirmed this bullish wave count. So yeah, I'm definitely looking to post some trades on that and doing a pretty heavily leveraged trade in my Discord. So that's going to be it for this video. That's just an update on all the markets as well as some specific stock picks and some cryptocurrencies. So I'll definitely try to keep posting update videos on here on the YouTube, and I'll definitely keep you updated on the Discord as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.